Hello, Internet! My name's Dark Arts, and today we're going on an adventure. Adventure! A dangerous adventure, too, to be specific. This is the sequel to Dangerous Adventure, a very fun little tile-based combat system, D&D-esque dungeon crawly game that I made a video on previously. Go check it out if you need to. Go play the game, because it's great. This is the evolution of that game. And oh my god, it is so good. It takes what one did and refines it. And also adds more things into it to make the gameplay better, make it a little bit more customizable to you, makes it an actual adventure. It is so good, and I will show you how to play and what it is all about right now. The first thing you will notice that's different in 2 than it was in 1 is team building. The team in 1 was a set type of characters for their colors. You had the barbarian, the rogue, the ranger, all the other R's. That was basically how the combat worked, and if you don't know how the combat worked, I will explain it later on in this video if you haven't played 1. And if you haven't played 1, what are you doing? You should go play 1. Although actually this one is a lot better than 1, so I should say you should wait until the video is over and then play this. Where was I? Right. Team building. In that, you had a set team. This one, you can create your own party. And each party member has their own specific skill. That matters when going through dungeons. And the dungeons are amazing. But again, more on that when we get into the combat. So let's pick our game. I've been playing for a bit. And for a bit, I think I've been playing for like 2 hours. Probably less than 2 hours, but still quite a bit. And some of my characters are pretty strong, except the druid. Don't really use the druid. Everyone else is fine, except the druid. So you know what? We're going to take the druid. Which goes on into the next thing of the colors. As you know, we have 5 square blocks to put your team members. Each one does, its own color damage thing, which again, tile-based, talking later. The druid, the paladin, and the bard are a little bit different, and hopefully the further I go I find more characters. I would really be happy with that. If not, that's fine. These characters right now are really nice. But anyway, the druid has 2 colors, and that means he can be placed in either the green or the blue. Unlike the barbarian here, which only goes into the red. So, what do I want? I want you in the green. I want the monk in that. Spellcaster goes here. I'm going to take the bard. No. Reverse that. I'm going to take the assassin, or the thief, technically, and put the bard in there because I want to crack chests. Speaking of cracking chests, yeah, like I said, each character has their own little thing. If I didn't have the thief in the party, I wouldn't be able to pick locks. So, bringing in different people into the dungeon matters. It's really nice, and it gives the ability to go through dungeons again and again, different characters, leveling them up, getting more gold and items, and then, completing the dungeon, because each dungeon has their own little separate thing. I haven't actually even found or finished Dungeon 1, and I've gone through it, so I think that's what makes me think there are more characters. But anyway, I am rambling. Let's move on to the next mechanic that's a little bit different, the equipment. So in this game, there is equipment and special abilities. You get those by opening chests, having monster drops, or just finding them on the ground from other dead bodies. We don't question why they're there, we just take their stuff. In this game, it is basically a card system. You find the cards, equip it to your people. La-di-da, we have cool stuff to do. But here's the thing. The equipment and the abilities can level up. So that is what the circle that has the 2 and the circle that has the 1 in it, those are the levels of the abilities and items. You can upgrade the items at the blacksmith. You can find the same item, and I think they kind of stack on each other. I'm not entirely sure. More testing is going to be, needed, but, more excuses to play this game. And, of course, abilities level up by using them and or finding them again and again. It's quite nice. Also, the abilities cost mana, but we'll talk about the mana again when we get into the combat. So that's been the Barbarian. Druid is a little bit more interesting. Remember when he was blue and green, he could be both? Well, that also means that the different card pools that are corresponding to each color can be used by him. So when a Barbarian here can only use the red cards, and, Bard here can use blue and purple, blue and green for you, just purple for that. It's really nice. It's a really nice little system that makes things a little bit more customizable, and it's really nice. Now that you have your party, now that they're all equipped, it is time to pick the dungeon you are crawling in. Now, I've not unlocked too many. I just unlocked 3 before I started the video, and that is probably going to kill me. Nevertheless, let's see. What do we have? We have dungeon number 1 here, which I have 2 of the said items to do the main big objective in that said dungeon. That might be the one I go for. We also just unlocked previously the graveyard. That was difficult. But yeah, no, I think this one is going to be the one we go to. Also, note, the art has definitely had a lovely polish and upgrade. Very nice, very beautiful. Just another A+ for you. So here is the first dungeon. I've already gone through it, which is why there is, an actual drawn map to it. Beautiful amounts of detail there. A+ for effort. The map is definitely more dungeon crawly. You click on little symbols, and it does a thing. There's a fight, I can go fight it. It's an easy fight, so it's fine. While you adventure through the dungeon, you will find teleport points. Those teleport points allow you to, skip through the dungeon a little bit faster because you've already gone through the dungeon before. We have this one right here, which just, gets me 2 points, and this right here, which gets us a lock. So let's click on the lock. Alright, since we have the Barbarian, we can climb through the window. Or since we have the Thief, we can break the lock. Let's break the lock. Yay! Okay. So if I didn't have the Rogue or the Barbarian, I would not have been able to get into this building. So, yeah, taking different party members gets you access to different things, which is really nice. And I remember there might be some items. Oh god, spiders. Alright, let's get the combat system started, shall we? This is the fun. This is the meat of the game. If you have not played the first Dangerous Adventure, why haven't you? Wait, I already made that joke before. So if you haven't played before, this is basically the same combat system as before, with the corresponding match tiles, do damage, yada yada. If you haven't played, I will explain thusly. We have 3 creatures against us. Each creature is corresponding to a color. We have a blue spider, a blue spider, a yellow spider, and a red spider. If we go to the color wheel at the top, we will notice that each one is, a little bit different. as colors tend to be, unless you're blind, which, I'm sorry. If we hover over the red gem, we know that if we attack with red colors, it will do 100% damage to the red spider, but it will only do 50% damage to the blue and yellow spider. If we hover over the yellow gem, it will do 100% to the yellow spider, 50% to the red spider, but no damage to the blue spider. So it's kind of a color tier rock, paper, scissors. So in fighting and finding your colors, you have to maximize your damage by 150%, or 150%, not 150, but you get what I said. Anyway, okay, so we have, like I said, spiders. I want to take that yellow, little bit of red, which is fine, a little bit of blue, and a little bit of yellow. Whole bunch of damage just happened, and a whole bunch more stuff happens. So, we only get 4 turns to make our decisions, hence the number in the center of the color wheel. We only can choose 4 tile sets to pick, which makes you kind of, optimize what attacks we're going to be doing. We definitely want to take this big red thing there. That'll definitely damage the red one. That's a big purple, but purple doesn't exactly do much for us. It only kind of hurts the blue, so we won't exactly do that. But then again, we don't really have much other options, so that's that, and we'll take the red as well. So that's our 4 turns. Ooh, yellow one died. Yay. And we got levels up. Woo! Now, as you also have been noticing, little turn timers have been going on next to our enemies. It's been going down from 3 to 2 to 1, and then it will go to 0. That is when your enemy will attack. So in the next turn, our enemies will attack. I think if I focus on blue, I should be able to kill the red spider without any incident and really damage the blue spider. If we can also, by the way, go over and click on the stats for the spider. We get 4 gold from it, 13 XP, has 200 of 444 health, 21 damage, and it has a status thing that instantly stuns a hero. So if it hits somebody, it automatically stuns it. That's a whole bunch of other stuff you can find out for yourself. We need to focus on blue, so we're going to click the blue, hit click the blue, and that only does... Oh, that didn't do as much as I wanted it to do. Now we're stunned. Alright, well at least now I can explain the stun. When one of your people are stunned, you have to do tiles based on their color. That was a big 4 tile, so that was fine. We do the yellow, purple thing there. It's 18. Purple thing there. Okay, they're unstunned, but now no one has gotten any attacks in. Which means we're going to take the red. Oh, now we beat only 4 things. Ooh, good, the druid was able to get some items for me. Still don't know what the items do. Haven't gotten far in the game enough to figure that out. So we'll do that. Get some red. Get some yellow, because I need the mana. Don't worry, next battle I'll explain the mana system, because we'll have some. Red, oh, oh, no. There we go. Okay, everything has been taken care of. Monk's ability kicks in, Bard's ability kicks in, and we got, ooh, an upgrade to our thing. Very nice. Oh, that's right, I don't have the other key thing. This is the thing in this dungeon that matters. Each dungeon has one of these things that does something really cool. Don't know what this is. Have to find the third one. Have to find the little third key thing. Haven't found that yet. Really haven't found that yet. Do I want to fight the bear, or do I want to fight the wolves? Or do I want to go over here and fight these things? Or do I want to fight an easy spider? Let's go fight a bear! We're gonna need our spells for this. Okay. So, oh, yeah. two more things in the combat system that I need to talk about. A is the mana. B is this little line system where the enemies are. They're not for decoration. They actually mean something. So, when an enemy is on the middle line, they attack normally and defend normally. When they're on the red line, their attack is boosted, but their defense is weakened. And when they're on the blue line, their defense is boosted, but their attack is weakened. So, being able to focus down and knowing which ones are going to be more dangerous and more vulnerable is very needed. Which is nice. So, let's go fight this dang bear. It is a red, so red is going to have the most effectiveness. Blue and yellow are close seconds, and purple and green are useless to us. Here we go. Now we've got enough mana. Every time you collect tiles, your mana goes up. And I think that matters to what the little electricity energy symbol in the bottom of your little character things. I think that matters to how much mana you get per tile. Not entirely sure about that. Again, more testing is needed, and yay, testing for this game is awesome. When you have enough mana, you can spend it on the cards you have equipped. So we've just gotten this one, adds damage blocks to the field. Click it, use it, and the next turn it will proc. Using the mana, we're all good. If we do that... Oh, that was its turn. Oh yeah, using cards don't count as turns, so you can use them whenever in your attacking 4 turns. It doesn't matter. What does matter, though, is the spell. I'm going to say FYI, read your spells, because some tokens here proc when you use them, even though that damage is not going to go through. Some tiles don't work unless you leave them alone. Other, like, Magic Missile or this healing spell. Read your spells. Read your spells and what tiles they're on, because that can really screw you over sometimes. Yellow, red. This one was not a very good spell, because... Well, I mean, I was only able to get 2, but then I also didn't do too much damage. So that one didn't go over too well. That's a big blue thing. That one's that. 50 damage each turn. Yeah, we'll do 50 damage each turn. That sounds good. Do I want blue here? And the red. Boop, boop. Ah, okay. Now the bear has its own status effects. If we click on these tiles, mark stones causes damage if the marked stones are played. Alright, so if I use this giant red thing... Oh, that's so tempting. I will take damage. Which is not good, but this red thing is pretty good. That yellow thing is good too. That's that. That there. Oh, I was just about to get that red one too. Oh, damn it. The bad things about me that I don't usually notice about tile shifting games. Oh, that is a really nice long yellow. And red goes there. Bear is very tough. Bear is very tough indeed. Timing also when using your tiles is good, because I know that next turn he'll attack and cause the bleed damage thing, which means I don't want to use the Blessed Land ability, because then I'd have to use it, where his is, if I touch it, it hurts me, and if I do that, if they're on the same tile thing... Managing this stuff is part of how fun this game is. Green is useless. Let's do the red. Boom, boom, boom. 544. Very nice. Okay. Now that's on. A lot of not very good tiles. The purple one is fine. I can dodge that one. Let's do healing. Next turn that'll proc. And I think that one is one that is different from the previous one. Purple only because I need the mana. Yellow for that. That's my 4 turns. He's at 198 points. which is good. Well, that kind of screwed me over there. So, again, read your spells. These tokens, if clicked, aren't going to heal me. I have to leave them alone, but I think well worth the 120 health, 120 damage that's going to do. Nothing else is really popping to me. Let's get a little bit of blue to get the mana. And then once all 4 turns are done, that comes back to me. I get healed. He is dead nonetheless. That. We get some yellow mana for later. Because you're going to need to hold on to your mana. Yay! It leveled up to 3. That is awesome. Ooh. Things. I found some spices. Still don't know what the items are for. They're probably used for something very important. I'm not sure. Either way, that's been Dangerous Adventure 2. It's a hell of a great game. The link to it will be in the description below. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to keep playing this game because I really, really enjoy it. It's probably going to be one of my favorite Flash games. Like, top 5 favorite Flash games, along with, like, what was it? Creeper World and Cursed Towers? I think it was Cursed Towers. It was a tower defense game that I played a while ago. Really loved that game. Yeah, this game is that good. It's really that good.